So positive people, you got Dana here, and I haven't posted a video in a long time. As you guys know, I've just got a ton going on right now. My boyfriend is back from Atlanta finally, and like I said, he's going to PT and a chiropractor and everything, trying to get himself back to 100% after this accident. And you know, it's life per usual. Marley had her birthday. I'll drop some footage in here. She's 8 years old now. I'm super hype about it. Actually, we're planning on doing an easy bake oven video when she comes home from school today, so expect to see that, I don't know, at some point on this channel. But I've been meaning to tell this story, and I hadn't gotten around to it. So today I just felt like I'm off today. This will be a funny story to tell. And I mean, I've told like bits and pieces, but I've never actually told a story of my first Craigslist crazy roommate when I first moved out here. So as you know, just a quick refresher for the people who don't know, I moved to Seattle in September of 2014 with my daughter. When I initially came out, I had an Airbnb first because I had a couple different prospects for an apartment, and this one chick, we'll call her Becky, or nah, we'll call her Becky. She was like one of the last people that I saw. She had a Craigslist ad up for a roommate for $500 a month, and she said that, you know, she could work with you on the deposit, and that the main thing that she needed help with was the fact that she was like, she lived a holistic lifestyle or whatever, and as a result, like, she's real particular about how she keeps her kitchen. So as long as somebody could help maintain the kitchen, she was like, she would actually even lower it. I think she was like hopping between $400 and $500 depending on, I guess, the amount of help you gave her keeping up the kitchen or whatever. So I had an Airbnb in Bellevue, and I went out to see her. And like I said, that first initial meeting prior to me actually renting, you know, from her, she was cool, she was normal. I want to make this clear. I had a perfume on when I met her. I think I had on like Gorgeous Gardenia or something like that. Like, I had perfume on, and I met her. She was cool. She has a son who stays at home, and she told me he's autistic, so, you know, he stays at home and he's got like a computer set up and he plays video games, and that's his like outlet or whatever. And then she said that she was a doula, and that, you know, that's what she did. But then outside of that, I guess she helps other people live a holistic lifestyle or something to that effect. I didn't care. I was like, you know, she seems like a nice person. We both did cross-references as far as like background checks on each other, because like I said, I don't know this woman from a can of paint, and again, I have a kid, so I can't play, you know, as far as like this being some crazy person. What I did like about her was the fact she didn't drink or smoke, like, you know what I'm saying, she didn't keep no drama, she didn't have a man, so I wasn't worried about, you know, a man being in and out. And going around her house, she didn't have like crazy possessions or anything. Like, there was nothing that stuck out to me that would make me feel like she was a weirdo. On top of that, her son had this large space with like building blocks and paint and all this stuff, and she was like, yeah, your daughter's more than welcome to this stuff. So I'm like, okay, this is gonna be the move. Marley's gonna have all this tactile stimulation, and I'll be here, I can get myself together. So I was with it. So after meeting her 2 times, and like I said, getting all the proper background checks and stuff done, we went ahead and we're like, yeah, let's do this. So to give you perspective now, I was renting from her, but she was renting from a family. So this family had like the upstairs house, and then they had a completely finished basement that had a 2-bedroom, 1.5 bath apartment on bottom as well. So that's where we stayed, downstairs. So I was renting from Becky, who was renting from this family, this mixed family, an Indian man, his wife, and then their 2 mixed daughters. Cool people. I actually like had my first Thanksgiving at an Indian restaurant with them. They were really nice. What's interesting is they didn't invite my roommate, which is like, what issues y'all got? So the day that I moved in, which was like, I don't know, maybe 2 or 3 days after, like, we were like, yeah, we'll do this. So I came wearing the same perfume that I was wearing when I met her, And as I'm coming to the door, keep in mind I did not have a car at this time. Like literally I had like, I walked from a freaking King County bus stop to this house. And the first thing that I knock on the door and I'm like, hey, it's me, I'm moving in today. And the first thing out this girl's mouth is, yeah, you smell crazy. Like that perfume's making me sick. I have a chemical sensitivity. Pump the fucking brakes. Like that, like in that moment, I was like, what chemical sensitivity? What are you talking about? So, I come in the house, I like drop my bag. She's like, yeah, you have to wash all your clothes. Like, what do you mean wash all my clothes? They're washed. Like, I washed them before I moved out here with like Gain detergent. What do you mean I need to wash them? She's just like, yeah, I can smell the detergent on your clothes. You got to wash all your clothes. I'm like, okay, I guess. What do you have? She's like, oh, yeah. And then she uses clean detergent or some sort of like hippie ass Trader Joe's Whole Foods detergent. Like some doesn't have any smells, all natural, whatever. So I wash all my clothes. Thankfully, like I said, we came with 2 or 3 suitcases, so it wasn't a lot of clothing, thankfully. And yeah, I washed it, and I was like in the process of getting it folded, and then she comes to me and goes, yeah, you need to run that stuff in the washer like another 3 or 4 times because I can still smell it. So I spent my first day not getting myself like settled and like making our room a room, but I spent my first day doing fucking laundry because this bitch didn't tell me that she's sensitive to certain smells. So like I said, I live with that because she was like, yo, I'll pay for the detergent, that I use or whatever. But all of the clothes that I initially came out with ended up getting thrown away once I started making good money because all of them got fucking faded from that first day of washing my clothes 3-4 times back to back. Like the washes totally doled out a lot of my clothes. So, yeah, that happened. I ended up, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, I just wanted to make the best of it. I was like, I don't plan on being here forever, so it's cool. So, so this kitchen situation, so she juices, and I mean, like, has a power juicer, and, like, sticks a carrot in the top, and drinks juice every morning. I don't know if anybody knows this, but anybody who juices, seriously, fruit flies become a serious issue because you have all of this really fresh produce, that's attracting flies. And like I said, we moved in September, so technically Seattle was still getting very much summer weather. So yeah, the fruit flies was crazy. So I get why she was like, oh yeah, someone can help me with the kitchen, you know what I'm saying, whatever. So again, because of the initial situation with the laundry detergent and everything, it's like the only time that I can really like help you with the kitchen is when you're around, because it's like she had like different chemicals for different purposes. She didn't use traditional dish soap, so washing dishes was a complete nightmare. I finally got the bitch to freaking compromise and get all natural dishwasher tablets, because it's like, bitch, you got me washing my damn dishes with baking soda because you're allergic to like all dish soap or what the fuck ever. Like, it got to the point where just on like toiletries and things like that, like I think I was paying like $10 for deodorant because the only deodorant she could take was like scent-free deodorant. But I sweat a lot, so it's like I need a deodorant that's still gonna do what it needs to do. Like I said, this video is coming up on 10 minutes, so I guess this is going to be the first part because there's so many stories I have about this particular roommate. But I guess to cap all of this off on this part 1 of this series, however long it goes, because I have stories for days about this crazy bitch. But if you decide that you're going to move out here and do the roommate thing, put all your cards on the table when you first meet them. Like, ask them, do you have any little weird things about you that I need to be aware of, because there's no sense in us coexisting if it's not going to work. And had I known that she had a chemical sensitivity, which apparently is a thing out here, again, I don't know nobody who gets sick to their stomach from smells. No knock to her, but you definitely gooped me when you didn't tell me about it, because I definitely wouldn't have moved in with her if I knew that she was sensitive to smells. Like, you think I'm gonna stop wearing perfume off the strength of like your sensitivity? I'll just live with someone else. Like, some women like to wear perfume. You're allergic to it, that's fine, and that's your business. Like I said, we're gonna get into why she is the way she is in another video. I wanted to wrap this up at 10, so till later. Peace, positive people.